So today we have something a lot more chilled. This right here is just going to be an example of a comedian not liking so much that he's getting heckled. I've seen a lot of people, freak out on stage, like the bicep guy and the infamous Bill Burr stuff. But this is just uncomfortable. It has a little, chuckle moments, but for the most part, it's just not, a good set from what I saw. And this guy, funnily enough, he himself posted this like it was this big own. So without further ado, let's just watch the first clip.
First, you're second. Did he suck for you?
Yeah, he didn't even look at me.
Yeah, that's true. I came here when I was 10, but I've been meeting all kinds of people in America, right?
We sucked for you because you said something.
You look like you read a lot of books.
Yeah, I wish I was reading one right now.
I don't know what I did to deserve this hostility, but just trying to have a good time here. Just a comedy show, you know what I mean?
Dude, I asked him a question and he rolled his eyes. I was like, what do you, fuck my wife? Fuck you.
So we see our major players. We've got a little exposition here. We got the heckler, quote unquote. He's really not heckling, honestly. Like, he got called out. He's not having the best time, and he was upfront about it. It wasn't polite, but you don't have to be polite. Okay, he's at somebody else's show. He's a guest there. Yeah, kind of. We'll get more into that later, but the last guy who was talking about, oh, are you my wife or something? That's the guy who posted this. He's apparently been on Joe Rogan at some point. That's what people were saying. I've never heard of him before, but he has a big platform. A lot of people were talking about this video. So let's watch the second clip.
You met on Hinge. Yeah, dude, the South is more open-minded than you think. Don't be so nervous, you know what I mean? There's some fucking... You're not nervous? What are you? Tell me what emotion you're feeling.
He's British, he's really confused.
He's confused by Indians as a Brit? I don't think he is, to be honest with you.
I just don't get that. I know, like, the history with the British in India, but it beats me. Really beats me what he could mean here. I have no clue. But yeah, this guy clearly isn't having a good time, and the Akash guy, I think his name is, he's definitely compounding on that. I definitely wouldn't want to come to his show and look less than engaged. I think personally that if you're a performer of some sort, it should be your, prerogative to build someone up into enjoying your stuff. Now, obviously, there are going to be people sometimes that are just in a sour mood. Unfortunately, this guy seemed like he was just in a sour mood. That doesn't mean you have to get angry in turn. Like, you're literally a comedian, right? You're supposed to be able to just have things like this just roll off like nothing. Like, these things mentally aren't supposed to, make you mad. But instead, like, you're making this the entire focus of your set. And this video that you're posting just to own this guy even more. It's so ridiculous. All right, let's keep watching.
Set, and I see him doing this. That shit, there is no way your fucking left hand is more interesting than what we're doing up here for an hour. You clearly want to go home. I don't know why the fuck you didn't leave already. This guy's sitting here picking his fucking calluses on his hand for 10 minutes. Just go. Who gives a fuck? And then I just fucking lost it. I was like, with all my jokes, fuck this guy. He deserved it. I don't know if we put this out because it's so mean, but he fucking deserved it. It was fun, to be honest with you. I had a good time.
Well, you don't seem like you're having a lot of fun. In fact, you seem pretty angry. You seem like you're just, really ticked off. And then you're acting like, oh, this is so mean. I can't believe we're posting this. We might not even do it. Which, when you'll see in a little bit why he's, not sure whether or not he should post it. But just because the guy's looking at his hand, like, even if he's literally probably there just for his date, he's not enjoying it, but he probably enjoys his date's company and he doesn't want to leave him there. So he's gonna just stick it out. I don't know why he's still there. Maybe he just felt like saying something. Who knows? But it's just so weird to get so mad over something like this, to where you're like, bro, why are you looking at your hand? Just chill out. Just chill out. It's not that serious. Just keep watching.
How is this more polite than just getting up and walking out? The guy thinks he's funnier than me. Fucking Brits, dude. I'm so glad that bitch died. So glad that bitch died. Never been more glad a bitch died in my life. This whole time I didn't care. I was like, whatever, 92-year-old bitch died. Who cares what she did to India? I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore. Fuck that bitch.
Somebody on Reddit described this as a, downward spiral, and it really only does get worse from here. That was not even slightly funny. I don't know what else to say. It just wasn't funny. Like, it's not, annoying. It's not aggravating. It just wasn't funny. And when you say, oh, that guy thinks he's funnier than me, what, is he trying to tell jokes? Is he trying to come up on the stage and, do his own set? No, he's sitting there. In fact, he, as far as I've seen, he didn't yell out at all. He only spoke when spoken to. I mean, his responses weren't all buddy-buddy, but still, he was still being somewhat respectful of this person and allowing them to talk. It is what it is. I don't know why you're getting so deeply frustrated and angry to the point of where you're making this the whole point of your set.
I'm over it. I'm not over it anymore. Fuck that bitch. Ha! You get those jokes, don't you? You don't have a hard time understanding that? Fucking stupid inbred bitch. Fuck you. I hate this bitch now, and it's your fault.
Again, not funny. I don't know. Not funny. Didn't laugh. It's just so weird. This guy is really, really offended. I just wish this was funnier, because I brought up Bill Burr earlier, and he's trying to have that Bill Burr Philly rant with England, but he's just not as funny, and he's not as good as Bill Burr and able to go on and on like Bill Burr was. This guy's just having quick little 30-second spurts of anger, where Bill Burr went on for 6 minutes straight. I can tell that he considers this big own, because, like I said, he posted it. It'd be different if, somebody in the back of the crowd somehow got a phone in, because phones aren't allowed in comedy shows. But it'd be different if someone like that was posting it instead of, he himself posting it. I know he thought that this was his biggest own. This was one of his best times out there. And it's just not. I don't know. It's lame. It's lame. It's people, you can hear people laughing, and he's getting accused of putting in laugh tracks, because if you go back and watch through the clips, sometimes it'll show the crowd and you can hear people laughing, but it doesn't seem like that many people are laughing. Now, you will see, the occasional person here and there laughing, but for the most part, it doesn't look like people are really laughing, which I don't blame them, because it's really not that funny. I feel like if this guy was doing something at the Apollo, he'd get booed off the stage, because it's ridiculous. It's stupid. All right. Here's a clip that made me make this video right here. So it's real interesting. Let's just watch it.
Sorry I ruined your night, truly. I'll never feel bad for you in my life. That was the worst thing I said? I feel like I did okay then. How about this? I wish the queen was Hindu so I could watch that bitch burn to death. How about that? Take that dead body and light it on fire like a fucking... I hope for her next life she comes back as a minority. Fucking make her miserable.
Now, one point in his favor, it doesn't seem like he's using a laugh track, because on this one, when he makes that joke about the queen burning, he gets a lot of groans. There is not a single hint of a laugh. You can even see the black girl right in front of him look uncomfortable, because it's just a weird joke to make. Especially, the whole TikTok is 5 minutes long, and that is just so out of nowhere. It's ridiculous. I'm not the joke police. I didn't find it offensive. I found it more shocking, but it feels like he said it for the sake of being shocking. Like, he didn't, come up with it as like, oh, this is gonna be a funny punchline. He was just like, oh, I'm gonna get at you, or I'm gonna say something edgy for the sake of being edgy. He's like an angsty teenager, basically. And people, he must have thought this was hilarious, because again, he posted it. And I'm not, advocating for him to get canceled or anything, but I'm surprised I didn't see more Brits going after him like, oi bruv, she died like 43 days ago. This is not funny. Stuff like that, because a lot of times when you make jokes about British people online, they seem to not like it. But most people are just agreeing, wow, this guy's really cringe. Like, that's basically all that they have to think about it. In fact, I saw 2 Reddit comments talking about this whole situation. The audience is unfortunately laughing. It's a mistake to us, but not to this guy's career. Maybe in the moment, people at clubs will sometimes laugh because they feel like they have to. It doesn't mean it was funny. This guy's gonna get some crap after the fact, now that this is all online, and he's trying really hard to seem like these guys were bad people. And maybe some people really found it funny. I didn't. It's not my cup of tea. But that's fine. All right. If you want to laugh at that, cool. It just felt really cringy to me. It felt like this guy just picked on somebody and was like, yeah, that's the guy I'm going after for this entire set. And he just did it. Well, I don't even know if it was the entire set, but everything I saw was him going after this guy who was a little bit rude to him. But did he really elicit this type of response? In my eyes, no. But that's going to end off things for me here. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.